Well, I'm here to talk about, my whole life, or, the stuff I've been through. It's going to be a long video because it was a long time. But, for starters, I'm Hunter McCloud, and, I grew up in a small town called Cortland. Went to school at Hazelwood, and, I ain't really had any friends or anything like that. I didn't have any friends until this family moved across the road, and the Vito family, and the father was a pastor, and his wife, and the son, his name was James, and I spent a couple years, being friends with him. We didn't go to the same school or anything. It was more like when I get out of school or when he gets home, we hang out a little bit. And, that's the only friend that I really had. I didn't have any friends in school. They were either picking on me or being rude or mean to me. But I never thought of it. I just let it go by. And, time flies and I just let it slide. Yeah, I had my little girlfriends or whatever down Hazelwood, but, that wasn't really nothing, They were too much into other things. Anyway, I was too young, man. I finished there at fifth grade. Not girlfriends, girlfriends. It was more like, oh, I found someone that I like or stuff. It was more like that, And me and my mother took them out to eat and stuff, just showing that I like them, I guess, And after that, I left Hazelwood, went to R.A. Hubbard in Cortland. Went there for a year, had to repeat the 5th grade because I missed a lot of school and been in a lot of trouble. Things I shouldn't have done. Had to go to juvie and stuff like that. So, that won't happen. So I went to R.A. Hubbard and played basketball. Well, I played basketball at Hazelwood too, but, I didn't know what I was doing because no one taught me anything. But I went to R.A. Hubbard. I played basketball and I played football. Like I said, I didn't know how to play the sport, but they told me what to do and I done it. And I was in the band, same thing. I was in music my whole life. I started music when I was in kindergarten. I played the piano all the way to the 5th grade. And I wish I never quit, but R.A. Hubbard didn't offer piano, so I quit. So that was a big thing that I gave up on, man. I love piano. Now to this day, I probably won't even know how to set my hands up to play the piano no more because I've been so long. I'm 19 years old now. And I was about 11 when I went to R.A. Hubbard. No, I was 10, turned 11. Or I was 11, turned 12. I can't remember. It was probably when I was 11, turning 12. But I had a lot of fun at RL. I got picked on by a lot of people in my class, but my teammates, when I was in sports and in band, I was treated right. I had a couple of friends there, and they would always be my friends. I don't see them anymore or hear from them, but I always remember those special moments when, playing in the band and playing basketball and football. Like, like my, like my friend Tim, he's crazy, and he's a good friend of mine. And Eric, he's a good one. He was my drum mate. He's also was friends with James. Went to church together, and we went to church together for a while. It went on and off because I wasn't that much of a church guy. And after a year went by, my grandfather died. He was the only dad that I ever had. I mean, my dad didn't care about me or anything. He pretty much, left me when I was born, or left me when my mother got pregnant, pretty much, what I heard. Never seen him around or nothing until I got older. He'd come around every once in a while, every couple of years. And then, after I got older, I went to see him a couple times, and I said, screw it. I guess he doesn't want to be with me. But, my grandfather, he was the only dad figure that I had. And I had to grow up fast because I had to be the man in the house because my mother, she's disabled, and my brother, he's disabled. And they all depend on me. So ever since I was 11, 12 years old, I've been doing some type of work. And been a lot of back in school, too. It's always trying to get money out of me. I'll be scrapping cans, scrapping metal. I've done all I can. Then it ran out of metal, then the sale. And it got slow until I got older and until I was able to get a job, but I'll tell you that later. Well, after I've been there a year, my grandfather died. It was like the end of 07. It was about 08 when we finally got the Habitat house up there in Moulton. So I went to Moulton Middle School. Went to 6th to, I think, 6th to 8th grade there. 7th grade maybe, I think. This is when I found this gorgeous girl. I mean, I can't believe it. I didn't know her name either. Then I met a couple of friends there. One's name's Trent, other one's named Patrick. And we had a little jackass gang. I was fucking Steve-O or fucking one of the guys, and he was wee man because he was short little shit. And Patrick, he was Bam Margera. I mean, we had a ball. I mean, we were like class clowns of the place. Yeah. I had some. What was that girl's name? He told me it was Shelby. I said, you like her? He said, yeah, I like her. I said, I like her too. So I said, man, I'm going to ask that girl out. Then it was like, I was still in band and stuff. We had this concert. She showed up. sitting there in the front row. I played my best. After I got down out of that, out the stage, I went over by her and said, "I'll show you a real guy," because I heard those other guys around her, and I was just talking shit. I told her I'll show you a real man. And remember, I was like only in 7th grade, I think, when I said that. And I can tell you, that was one of my proudest moments of stepping up and asking a girl out. I mean, I'd show you what a real man is. About 2 days later, she contacted me at school and said, "Can you help me with schoolwork?" And I told her, "Yeah, what you got?" Some math and science and stuff. And I'm like, "Yeah, where you live?" She told me where she lived. Dude, she only lived like fucking 4 or 5 blocks away. So yeah, I said, "Yeah, just bring it over." So I came home. I told my mother, "Now, a girl's coming over and I'm going to help her with schoolwork." We didn't end up doing schoolwork. Ended up playing a video game and talking. I mean, dude, I like it. And then that, she said she liked me too. A couple weeks of telling each other we liked each other and ended up dating. I went to her house, had her dad and stepmother. Very nice people. He's the best. Her dad was the best man I ever met. I mean, he felt like another father figure of mine, And we date, we'll break up, we'll date, we'll break up. It was one of those relationships when, I did a couple of lies here and there. And I ain't gonna say it's little or it was too big, because a lie's a lie. And I did wrong. But she has too. She kept going to this guy that was abusive. And then it just got too bad that he ended up cutting her. And that triggered me. And she wanted to come back to me and say, "I'm sorry," and that I miss you and stuff. I'm a kind heart. I forgave her. And time went on, we still had our breakup. She still went to that guy. But I didn't think of it. Because I loved it. I loved it. I mean, that beautiful red hair, can't go wrong. Yeah. It was, she was the prettiest fucking girl that I had that was in school. Yeah, there were some blondes in here and there, but I'm not fuck blondes, man. They're stupid. I wanted this redhead that was just a redhead like me. I challenged myself to see if I can handle a redhead like anyone can handle me. But, we went on dates. We hanged out all the fucking time. We had fun. And she just, she had her spells of yelling and stuff, but, I never thought of it because I loved her so much. And there's been times she makes me so sad that, make me think I did something wrong. And that's somehow how I ended up started drinking. I went straight to fucking turkey. I mean, there wasn't no beer, there wasn't no fucking rum or anything. I went straight turkey. Didn't know what I was thinking. She came over one day. No, I was drinking. My mother told her that she needs to get over here and talk to me. I was in there at the kitchen table drinking. And this is what, probably 14, 15 years old? Probably 15. Drinking wild turkey. She comes in there. I was out of my mind. I mean, I'm not mean or anything. I was just like blown, wasted. Just there, just holding the glass, and just nodding my head. She came over there, tried to talk to me. And she told me that I wouldn't let her kiss her. I wouldn't hug her or anything. Because I said I had a girl. And when she told me that morning, I realized I was in love because I didn't know who the fuck she was when I was out like that. And I said that. And just that I loved her so much. And time went by, on and off days. I'm going to say this right now. It was a 5 years of off and on dating. I mean, it'll go long for a couple months, then it just breaks off for some reason. Because of something stupid, something in the family stupid, or people just being too nosy or whatever in our business. I put as much love in that relationship than a couple that's been in a relationship for 30 years. That's what I've been told. And that's how I feel. I fall hard. And it's hard for me to get up. And when I, got up a little bit more, whatever, 16, 17, around that area. 16, I quit school. I was stupid. But there was a reason. My mother, she couldn't pay bills. And couldn't keep food on the table. And I couldn't leave my mother hungry or my brother hungry or homeless. So I got out and did some fucking job. And now I went by a little bit. Her father died. Nearly killed him. She didn't want to be with nobody but me. Because I knew how to take care of her. She came to my house. I brought her to my house. I let her take a shower. And let her get in bed, and I just hold her all through the night. Telling her that it'll be alright. I'm here. And before he died, see, I knew he was sick. Me and my mother both, and one, and the stepmother knew that he was sick. And he told me to take care of her. He thought I would do a good job. And after everything was settled and everything, a couple months later, she was still going through that grief. And I wouldn't blame her. He was a good dad. I mean, he did everything for her. I mean, he's an idol to me. I mean, he's an awesome man to know. And I'm proud to meet him. And it was just so hard that he passed away like he did. Time went by, stuff got complicated because of her family and me. I mean, stepmother loved me. It's just the other family members that didn't like me for some odd reason. I don't know. I mean, I always been there for her. I helped her in school. I helped her the stuff she needed. And then she ended up moving to East Lawn. So we wasn't fully contacted anymore. So she's like 20 miles away now. 20 miles ain't a long way. I still went and got her on the weekends and stuff. Or every other day that I could. But I guess she didn't. That wasn't enough. I guess she wanted me to be closer. Well, I can't move. I'm here, I can't just up and move. It's my home that I created here with my family. I don't know what was the reason, but we ended up breaking up. 2 years went by, and it was just no communication. She found somebody, and I let her be. And the third year went by. I nearly cried, but it was crying for happiness. She got pregnant. And it was, I was sad because, we talked about it, but I told her we wasn't ready because we got a long way to go in front of us. And it hurt me a little bit. It hurt me, but, I was proud and happy for him. But I tell you this, just the other day, when that baby was born, I went up there and I held that little baby boy for 30 minutes. And I didn't want to let go of him. I mean, he was the cutest little boy I ever seen. I mean, I thought all babies were ugly, but this one was. I mean, yeah, it wasn't mine. I was sad, but I overlooked that. It was hers. I was happy for her. Yeah, I know she would be a good mother. And it just hurt me a little bit, you know, but I overlooked it. And I felt relief. I mean, I felt so relieved. For some reason, I felt like weight was lifted off my shoulders. And the reason for that is that I thought I felt her father when supposed to take care of her. Through this whole time, I've been helping, and I didn't know it. And when I held that baby, I knew I didn't know he was gonna be there. I thought the father of the baby was, gonna be a deadbeat and run. I never thought of he was gonna be there. But when I walked in that room and seeing him sitting right there beside her, holding that baby, I was like, he proved me wrong, and I'm happy because it'd have hurt me so bad if he wasn't there. And when I went in and held that baby for like 30 minutes, greatest moments of my life, I teared up a little bit. No one's seen it, but I teared up. I mean, I wouldn't stop looking at him. But I felt relief that I know she will be taken care of, and the baby, because he was there during all that, and I hope that he's gonna be there forever, because no baby should be, no baby or nobody should be alone without a father figure. Nobody, because it's not right. And it it made me feel so relieved. I mean, after I walked out of that hospital, I just felt like all the weight just dropped, and I felt light, lighter. And I wasn't thinking depressionally or anything no more, like I have been for the last 3 years. And it was the greatest moments of my life. And I know that she would be alright. That she found someone that was going to treat her right. And that was what I was always worried about. Those 3 years, I hope she finds someone that's going to treat her right, like I did. I treated her the best way I could. But things change and whatever. And it was the best moment of my life, man. I mean, my first true love. And I finally conquered my depression. Because I wake up every morning and it's always her. Every night I go to bed, it's her. She always goes through my mind. Is she alright? She's okay? Okay. You know, I wouldn't call our relationship that we had bad, and I wouldn't call it good, but I call it first true love. And I did what I could for her, and I did it all the way up to this moment. I handed the ropes to that man. It was the greatest moment of my life. But she's happy now. She got a little boy to take care of now. She always been good with kids, with her little cousins and friends' babies and stuff. She's always been good with kids, so I know she'll be a good mother to that little baby boy. But I'm not worrying anymore. I only have this one little worry that I have. Is that will he be there for her? That's all the worry that I have. And that's all I have to worry, because I ain't got to worry about her being, you know, because she got her family and stuff, and they'll help her and take care of her if something happens. But I don't see this guy leaving, because you can always tell in a handshake. You know, I shook that guy's hand, and I just feel that he's gonna be all right. But it's always gonna fall through sometimes. I just hope it's not. But I'm very happy for her, and I would always be happy for her. Me, my mother, and her father would be happy for her, and he is. But she will always have a special spot in my heart, because she was my first true love. And I like to say that I'm no longer depressed. I ain't even touched a drop of liquor. I ain't had any thoughts or any sad thoughts or anything that would make me depressed. I say that I have finally conquered my depression, because I feel so relieved. So I like to say to everyone, you know, it takes time or a special moment for something to help you relieve, for something that's been holding in for so long. There's stuff that I have that will always be in me, but that was only different reasons. That was dealing with family members and stuff that I will never forget that I have done that I shouldn't have. But that was when I was in trouble and stuff, and it was just stupid of me. And I hope they understand and forgive me for what I have done. I'm grown now. I have a job. Been there a year and a half now. And I'm doing good. And you might be going through a rough time with a death in the family or abusive relationship or family problems. There's always someone out there for to help you. You just gotta go out there and get it. I'm here. I'm not a very churchy God person, but if you believe in God, there's God, and He's here. He's always here. You can call Him 24/7 and pray to Him. I don't know much Bible scriptures or anything, but you know, there's always someone out there that will help you and listen, lend you their ear and their shoulder. I mean, you just gotta be willing to get help and conquer what is wrong in the situation. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And I just don't want no one to be out there depressed, out there alone. I have very few friends. I only got probably not even 5 close friends that I talk to at least on a regular basis. But once you got one friend, you're good. That's all you need. You got family, that's all you need. You don't need friends if you got family. If you ain't got family, go out there and make friends. But you not deserve to be alone. You know, I had this relationship late last year. It was like November. I met this girl. Oh my God. I met her offline. And she had a kid, 5-month-old beta boy too. And her name, Savannah. And I went up there and got her and the baby. Come home and spend 2 days with me and, spend time together. Have fun. That was like a weekend thing. Till like the end of December, it was around New Year's. She texted me that she was getting abused by her mother. And she knew that I would go get her. So I went and got her. And I went and got her, brought her home to me. She spent about a week with the baby here. Then the baby went to her father, to his father. And I realized that she didn't really love that baby. She didn't keep them baby bottles clean or left that baby crying all the time. I mean, I had to work that night, and I sacrificed my sleep to take care of that baby. That baby bed was right there, right beside my bed. Should be fucking sleeping. And you damn well I'm over here trying to make money to help her, but she didn't want to care. She didn't want to try to get a job. Didn't try to do anything. So the baby, but I didn't tell her to her face. I just knew it. So the baby, went to the father. She spent a whole week here with me by herself. We had fun. Then I went to work one Friday night, and she texted me. And, no, that day, I told her that she needed to go move in with her family members, like her aunt somewhere, that will, help her get the help she needed, because I only can help her some financially, I couldn't help her with all this other stuff to help her get her financial ready. I could only give her some money to help out and stuff. And she's like, "You breaking up with me?" He's playing that shit, okay? She was playing all she could play. And I explained it to her and said, "I'm not breaking up with you. I still come get you and everything. It's just that, you can't get the stuff that you need here, like food stamps or, a close job or anything like that. So she said, "Oh, okay, I understand." Then she makes an appointment with her aunt to leave tomorrow morning, right? So I went to work. Not even 12 o'clock on my first break, right? I get a text saying that she left from my mother. I texted and said, "Why don't you leave?" She said, "I didn't want to see you face to face and tell you bye because I'm afraid that you'll cry or some shit like that." So I said, "Alright, I understand." So I came home. It was a weekend for me. Got drunk. Went to bed, woke up. My mother told me that, I know how you get with this and blah, blah, blah. But it's for only right for you to know. She told me that she was texting my friend that comes over here and plays Xbox with me. Dirty talking. Dirty talking. And my mother called her and asked her, "Are you ashamed what you're doing?" She asked her, "What, is Hunter ashamed of talking to his ex?" And she told her, "Ain't nothing between them. They're just talking. You can ask them yourself. And you can even ask her." Case of that jealousy right there. But that ain't all. It gets better. Let's tell you how sorry she is. So my mother kicked her out. Right? Find out that she lost custody of her baby because she kept the baby doped up on Tylenol and Benadryl to, keep him asleep, keep him from whining all the time. And she just mistreated that baby, saying, she was still on dating sites when we were together. That's the funny part too. But I just let it slide because see who hits up, But I quit that shit. I quit looking at fucking shit we were on. I mean, I was with her. Why should I keep on looking if I'm with somebody? But, that was a good little 2 months of dating, 3 months or whatever. And she lost custody of her baby. And find out she wasn't getting abused by her mother. But I went and got her. She ran away. And it didn't hurt me as bad because it was on 3 months, right? And it wasn't nothing. So, just a little money that flew out of my pocket, that's about it. But that's every day, so. Because I got money. I got money to buy these damn cigars. These high expensive ones. But that's the only when I get depressed. Well, guess what? I'm not depressed no more because I don't need them no more. Because when I'm depressed, I drink and I smoke. And I'm not a smoker. I only dip, and that's it. And I forgot about her. She was having her baby, and she was pregnant and everything. And she had that baby. Proudest moment of my life. And I'm happy for her. I'm very happy for her. And I feel I can finally move on. I don't know where to go. It's only for me to find out. Might be a chance, but I'm not depending on it because I want it to stay true. But all I can do is work, come home, play my games, go to bed, and go to work that night again. I'm 19 years old, a full-time job, supporting my mother and my brother. And I can actually have fun. Because I don't feel down no more because I know the truth. And I thank God it was the best news I ever seen and heard. But, that's my life. And I was diagnosed with ADHD, but I outgrew that. Went straight to bipolar. Now, I'm not one of those bipolars that flip a fucking coin real quick and just fix someone out. I'm not like that. My bipolar is more like, tell me something that I don't want to hear. You do something to me, or something happens. I will react in depression. Very badly. I don't know how that's bipolar, but that's what they diagnosed me with. But when stuff been happening lately, I ain't got depressed. I let it slide. I have a feeling that I'm no longer bipolar. So, I don't have a therapist no more. Last time I seen a therapist was a year and a half ago when I lost my insurance. And the insurance at my job won't cover me to go see them. they'll send me somewhere else. I'm not going to tell my whole life story again. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. Because it will only bring back memories. And this will be the last time that I will bring up anything like this again. So, I got about 10 more minutes on this. I just want to tell everyone that there's someone out there that will love you. It might take you weeks, months, years to find someone that loves you. But someone will come along and love you more than anything in the world. Might be a friend, might be a relationship person, or, just a family member that you just wasn't bonded to as much. But someone will listen to you and love you what you wanted. And, I've been single for 3 years. Well, I won't even count that relationship I had earlier this year, because that was only 2-3 months. I wouldn't call that a relationship. I call that a lesson learned. Because she was kind of, like suspicious about shit. So, if something sounds suspicious, ask questions before acting. Because if you act before asking questions, stuff will happen. So always ask questions. And it's just that you just gotta let time fly. So, but don't let it slip too fast, because you'll miss out the best part of your life. I've still got goals ahead of me that I need to accomplish, and that one is getting me a GED, and 2 is furthering my career at my job, and 3, making sure my family is taken care of and safe. And 4, just wait for a relationship. I'm not looking for one. A girl will come by, and if she likes me, she likes me. If she don't, well, fuck it. But I like to give a shout out to my mother. She took care of me and my brother by herself with the help of my grandfather when he did, and my grandmother. She's a strong woman, and I will love her forever. And a new friend that I made a couple years ago, Perry, he's been very supportive. And he taught me a lot. He even kind of felt like another father figure. He's more like an older brother, that I can hang out and joke around with him. So he's a very good friend of mine. And it's just that you just gotta let time fly. So do what you can now and do what you can. Don't let other people do for you if you can't do it yourself. Don't depend on other people if you can't do it yourself. If you want it done right, do it yourself. Just gotta do what you gotta do. And that's what I'm doing. I'm working, making money. left myself at home and make sure my family comes first. I might look lonely or whatever because, you know, yeah, I'm single or whatever, but I'm just doing my job. Because my mother, she did all she could do. And it's my turn to return the favor. And that's my number one priority, is taking care of her and my brother. So, the people that I really want to see this video is probably not going to see it. I know a couple will, but it's too long of a fucking video, you know. Had to put all that shit in under an hour. I still got like 4 minutes left. I could have told everyone more, but that's pretty much all it. But that's my whole life. And I conquered my depression. And I have learned a lot from family and friends and relationships. And I don't know when I'm going to press this down pause or stop button. But when I do it with courage. Everyone have a beautiful and joyful 2014.